Good morning. I am so sorry to be a little bit late here. Facebook was giving me a tough time, took away some of my buttons. So I got an opportunity to take 3 breaths, came back to right now in that moment, worked my way through it, and got it on. See, everything's an opportunity to express and to grow. Good morning, everybody. What a blessed day. Last Monday of 2024. Oh, I'm so pleased to be here for this day. It was wonderful to fill in for Reverend Diane on Saturday. Such a beautiful, so nice to be able to be here. Be here like this with us. So, let's see who's jumping in. Good morning, Elena. Yes, let's see who else is. Colleen, hi. Audrey, nice to see you. Gwen. All right, so folks are coming in. And you know what? I forgot. You guys, you could copy me if you like. I'm doing this on my computer, so I'm going to open up my Facebook, my personal Facebook on my phone, and I am going to share this onto my page. And I try to do that. I pretty much do that every day, so that other people might see the prayer that may not be connected to agape. And it's a wonderful way to reach people, and perhaps the person it reaches might really need it. So take a minute, share it to your page. I just did that. Feels really good. And more people out there get to see it. More and more people get to grow and expand. What is agape? Agape is love, baby. And it just, yesterday at Agape, I got to be there. I went in, I held vigil for the 9 o'clock, 8:30 meditation and 9 o'clock service. Just sat there in quiet, contemplative meditation of love during the service. In the second service, I moved around, I saw people, I talked to people. Then after the service, I got to manage the line of people lining up to get prayer as they went in. And it was just each person that went by me, it was like a blessing in my life, blessing in my life, blessing in my life. And hopefully it also was a blessing in theirs. So it was an absolutely wonderful day. Hi, Katie. Welcome. Love being here. Janet, good morning. Grateful to be here, Abigail. And don't forget, you can put your prayer request in there. I'll be going over them all later. Prayer request, affirmations. Affirmations of faith. Affirmations of knowing. Affirmations. We are praying affirmatively. These are spiritual mind treatments affirming the truth. And the truth is not often what we see in this illusion that so many people think is their life. Hi, Scott, Jennifer, Harriet. Blessings to all the children of the world, yes. Suzanne from Calistoga. Wow, it's sunny there. It's cloudy here. Portia, love streaming from Las Vegas. Seattle, Washington. Libby, good morning to you too. Janet, hi. Abigail, so nice to have you here. I haven't seen your comments lately, and I know that you've been around, and I love your bunches, and it's nice to see you with us this morning. Hello, Winky. From Johannesburg. 2 of them from Africa, right side by side. I love it. We are worldwide. Feels good. Zane, ready to affirm the truth of who I am. I am that I am, one with the infinite one. Feels good just to say that, Zane. It was nice to read that. Portia, got to be at Agape yesterday. I didn't see you there, but that's okay. I'll seen you other times, and I'll see you again. things are for me. Nothing is against me. I am abundant. Abundance is my name. Every organ, action, and function of my body is pristine. Hallelujah, Libby. Exactly. Though sometimes my body's talking to me and letting me know. Love it. Hi, Brigitte. Cheryl. Good morning. Janet. Everybody's coming on in. So, we started a few minutes late. I apologize again for that. Facebook took away a button and wasn't giving it to me, and I had to log out and log in just to get it to give me my button. But I am blessed anyway. Today I'm going to read something from chapter 6, which is the chapter we'll be reading the whole thing of on Thursday in my book club. You can find that on Kelvin Hagen's Facebook page. It's pinned to the top, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. And this is This Thing Called Life by Ernest Holmes. And I just opened it up into the chapter I'm reading today and figured, let me take a quick look and see where God sends me to read to today in this chapter. All right? So, and at the top of the page, it says, the power of, this is page 56, by the way, on my edition. The power of the law of life also exists everywhere. It is not enough merely to recognize that it is there. We must make definite use of it. The use that we make of it is what we call the science of mind and spirit. Faith acts in accordance with law, as Dr. Carroll, author of Man the Unknown, has pointed out. Faith without contradicting physical laws transcends them. Therefore, in using affirmations and denials, we must be sure that we generate faith. Here is where faith plays such an important role in your work. You must have complete conviction in the reality of your word, in the way you use it, in the law that is going to operate upon it, and in the result which this principle is going to produce. You must have definite, concrete, and specific faith. You must believe that the things you desire, you now have. Be sure that this is firmly fixed in your mind. Faith lays hold of a power which actually exists, the uses of a law which actually exists. Faith through this power and by this law causes the formless to take definite form. Faith is substance as well as power and causes the good you have accepted to come into your experience. The good you have accepted to come into your experience. Everything you desire already exists as a possibility in life. By accepting your desire as though it were already an established fact, you use the law of this principle in a way which causes it to bring into your experience the thing which you have definite, not merely a blind faith. It is a psychological wishful thinking or wistful wishing. It is a definite, this is not merely a blind faith. It is not a psychological wishful thinking or wistful wishing. It is a definite and deliberate. You know exactly what you are doing just as definitely as you would know if you were planting a garden. The creative soil of thought is the mental medium through which this law operates. The idea is the seed. The faith is the expectancy of fulfillment. The result is the harvest. The seed time and harvest of your thought will depend entirely upon planting your affirmations with complete unqualified faith and then permitting the principle to produce the harvest. Ooh, the law. It's the law. It's a natural law just as much as gravity is a natural law. You know, Here's the thing. When I pay attention to that and I stay aware of that, I am whole and I am complete, and things just flow into my life. When I don't pay attention to it, I use the law in another way, unconsciously. If I start to worry about my health, I start to hurt more. If I start to worry about my finances, I have less work. It's so amazing that when I'm going to share with you, it's kind of private, personal, but it's real important. A couple of months ago, work got slow. And I'm like, oh, work is getting slow. Well, that happens this time of year. Boom. What am I thinking? I just invited work to get slow in my life. So I got less and less work. And I was wondering, gosh, this is just... I woke up. I paid attention. And I realized that in just a small way, I had opened the door to my expectancy of lack. And the universe gave it to me. Boom. And I changed, and I started reading the Oath of Manifestation, and I started remembering the abundance of everything around me. And now, my January's filling with work, filling with abundance, filling with people calling me to do practitioner sessions. My life fills up with my expectancy that it is filled. That I am full. I am complete. I am all I need. But that one little tiny, oh well, this time of year stuff gets weird. Oh well, the election put people off a little bit and stuff. I was creating my world in an abundance of lack by thinking, oh well, instead of, thank you. Thank you for the break. Okay, I'm ready. So, think about it. It is a law. And if you stop and think about everything that takes place in your life, you'll see these patterns. I do. I see these patterns in my life of when I allow myself to use the law in an unconscious fashion. It's like I like to say, the world is abundant in all things, and there's plenty of lack out there. If that's where you put your attention, there's plenty of it, and you will certainly have it. So, I laugh because in here it said you have to have a complete and definite faith. A faith, a knowing. And even a little tiny crack. If you get a little tiny crack in the bottom of your mug, what happens? Everything leaks out. Doesn't have to be a big crack. Plentitude of everything. Okay. Wow, I feel like I've already prayed. But let's take a moment now. Let me look at a couple that's here. Good morning. Coming out of a very dark, frozen place inside. Grateful to be here, sitting in the sun and raising my consciousness again. Turning to the light. Thank you all from Twain Harte, California. Thank you so much, Marianne, for sharing that with us. And know that me, are here for you. And please call anytime. And I'm glad that you're coming out of this darkness into the knowing of the pureness that all you need to do is turn on that light and the darkness goes away. Ooh, weekend, I needed to hear these potent words today. Thank you. Oh, I need to look at a few of these words here. Thank you, Kellen, for a powerful message. Well, thank you. Thank you. Somebody, hi, Cat, how you doing? Gabrielle. So, ah, I'm beset by that consciousness now. Thank you for the reminder, Kellen. Yes, Winky, we forget. I forget. Everybody forgets and has its moments. We have the four stages of life. We've got, you know, victim. Whoa, we all know that one, right? Manifester. Yeah. Through me. God acting through me and God acting as me. And no matter where we are on this on a regular basis, we drift through them to others. Sometimes we got two at once. That's lifing. So, let's take a minute. We're going to start with my 3 breaths. Actually, I'm going to start with a blessed cup of my mushroom coffee. Thank you. That feels good. So, start with a few breaths. 3 exactly. Okay. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. Grateful for my breath this morning. I'm grateful that it was just barely warm enough for me to come outside and put my bare feet on the ground and feel the earth. I'm grateful for the clouds covering it and the moisture that it's bringing into the air. I am grateful for the time I got to spend at Agape in quiet contemplation yesterday. I am grateful for the people I got to meet and be with and be of service. I am grateful for my family and the love that comes through the chaos in their presence. I am grateful for the life in everything that, just reminds me who and whose I am. I am grateful for lifing that is everything, everywhere, the divine core of this truth. I am grateful. And I know that my gratitude for everything being one makes life simple. Keep it simply spiritual. A kiss. That is what lifing is. It is a kiss. And I know that I am that I am. What that means is that what is, I am. What I am is. So I am because God is. God is because I am. It's true of me, it's true of we. You are what God is. We are the is that is the only thing. We are the glory, the knowing, the intelligence, the abundance, the beauty, the love, the joy. We are what is, and what is lifing. So as I stay in the awareness and the knowing and the faith that I am that is, that we are that is. I move forward in this day in a blessed state of understanding that the love that is all things is alive and well in me. And today I call forth in all people everywhere the perfect healing of the divine being within that is the truth of who everybody is. Knowing perfect healing is taking place in exactly the way it needs to take place right here, right now, for everybody that is experiencing any physical ailments, disease, chronic ailments, pain. I call forth and know that where they are, where we are, when we are feeling and experiencing these things, God is there with me, with we. We are never alone. God is always Godding. Lifing is taking place, and the perfect healing is taking place inside the perfect being of everybody, regardless of what is outpicturing on the outside, without denying that there is disease and pain. I acknowledge the presence of God there in the midst of it. The presence of God as the doctors, as the nurses, as your family that loves you. This presence is there bringing to you the perfect life of God. Sometimes that perfect life doesn't feel perfect on a human three-dimensional level. I know that. That's when I stop the most and I listen to the lessons. What is being brought to me here by God? So, knowing, calling forth the conscious awareness of the perfection of our being. I bring this conscious awareness and I call it forth on a societal level wherever there is violence and pain and war and genocide and apartheid and anything else that seems to be places where God is not, and acknowledge the world has become and is becoming more and more aware, more and more awake, more and more loving and compassionate every single day. And I know that in these places too, God is. Purpose is taking place. Sometimes the purpose of things I see in my life seem to be just for me to minister love to each and every place in this world where there is pain and suffering going on. I bring love knowing that right there God is. God constantly shows itself in my life. When I stop and look, I see where I am creating. Today, let's all move forward and create a world that is more loving, more joyful, more abundant than we could ever imagine. Today, I give thanks for everything I am and everything we are. Knowing that the treatments are being done by precious divine beings. Knowing that every hospital is manned by divine creatures inside God, and that each and every person I see is God looking back at me. I know and see peace and love. I look forward to 2025 as a time of great expansion of awareness, love, joy, peace. And because I know it, and because I see it, Therefore it is. I give thanks for the power and the truth of these words. I gloriously embrace the gratitude in this truth, this law of life, this absolute law of life. I give thanks for it simplifies my life. Thank you for the simplicity of the truth. And then I let it go. I release it. I release it knowing that the big secret is letting go. Letting go of the doubts. Letting go of the fears. Letting go of the prognoses. Letting go of the news. Letting it all go and knowing God is, I am, we are. I let it go and I say, and so it is. Amen. Holding Lou in the light of God, Della, knowing that everybody around him is the light of God, and that all things that are taking place in Lou's life are working for him right now. And they're saying yes, and they're spelling it N-O. Because remember, sometimes the biggest yes is the loudest no. Ha ha! Which I love that. I am so deeply grateful. Yes, Elena, thank you. Divine being within. Abracadabra, there it is. My words make it so. Absolutely. Spiritual word turned into a magic act, right? Ha ha! So you sign up. Yes, Reverend Michael's got a class coming up in meditation. It's going to be wonderful. People should, well, I'm not going to say you should, but please go to agapelive.com, sign up with it. Please come into Agape Live on Sundays when you're in, and if you're anywhere near town. Every week that I'm there, people come up to me from miles and miles away and say, Cohen, I know you from Facebook. So good to see you here. And sadly, I wasn't here for a couple of services away with family. And there were a few people that sent me messages saying, where were you? I was looking all over Agape for you. I'm in town from Atlanta and places like that. And I'm like, I can't always be here, but it filled my heart with joy to know that even when I wasn't there, I was there in people's hearts. What a blessing, right? There is no place that I am that he is not. Yes, it is, period. Marilyn, pleasantly and happily. I could just sit here with you all forever, so I just want to say, if you missed the beginning of it, please go back and listen to the reading. Listen to what I talked about. I shared a pretty good experience that I had recently. And if you haven't done it yet, click your share button and share this to your page so somebody else might start out 2025 with some new spiritual inspiration and a little bit of truth. So, if you haven't heard it today, you're hearing it now. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love me. I love Kelwin, because that's where it all starts. Then I want to say peace, love, and joy. May the love beauty be yours all day today, consciously aware that it is. Thank you.